Tensions are brewing in the South China Sea, one of the most disputed regions in the world. Malaysia has accused China of breaching its airspace after 16 Chinese aircraft were found flying off the coast of Sarawak over the South China Sea. The move has angered Malaysia, which is now seeking to summon the Chinese envoy to explain this intrusion. But China refutes the allegations, saying that its planes were on routine flight training that strictly abided by international law. Recently, the Philippines has also lodged several diplomatic protests over the presence of hundreds of Chinese maritime and fishing vessels in the disputed area. So what is the South China Sea dispute all about? More than half a dozen countries are sparring over the control of one of the busiest waterways, the South China Sea. Goods worth over $3 trillion pass through it annually, and it's also rich in oil, gas, and marine life. China, the Philippines, Vietnam, Taiwan, Malaysia, Brunei, and Indonesia all have overlapping claims on the South China Sea. Each country can control the territorial waters within 370 kilometers off their shores. These are called the exclusive economic zones, but China claims almost the entire stretch, based on a 1947 map with a U-shaped line, covering almost 70% of the South China Sea. Referred to as the 9-dash line, it covers the Paracel and Spratly Islands, and a cluster of more than 30 others. In 2016, the International Court dismissed China's historical claims on the region. A case brought by the Philippines to the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague found that China had breached Philippine sovereignty, interfered with its fishing rights, and created a risk of collisions between vessels in the area. Beijing rejected the ruling, saying the court had no authority to rule on the matter. For decades, island building on the disputed South China Sea has been conducted primarily by Vietnam and the Philippines. But China has outpaced them by turning coral reefs and submerged land masses into artificial islands. It has also installed airstrips and missile defense systems and conducts regular patrols driving away non-Chinese vessels. Meanwhile, the US and Japan also have strategic interests in the region. The US regards the South China Sea as international waters and wants it to be free for navigation under UN maritime law. The stretch is also close to the Philippines, an ally in the region, from where Washington can keep an eye on developments in China. And now the Biden administration has pledged to work with three of its closest Indo-Pacific partners, India, Japan, and Australia, to counter China's growing influence in the region. As tensions in the South China Sea escalate, could it lead to a new military conflict?